Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, I do want to speak about Dani Olmo because there has been a lot of conversations regarding Dani Olmo and Manchester City. And it states here, according to Mateo Moreto, that Manchester City want to strengthen their squad with a number 10 who creates play, connects different areas of play, creates goal scoring opportunities, and finish off moves. And then it states here, Dani Olmo at the age of 27 years old is City's #1 target and Pep Guardiola's dream signing. Relevo have also claimed Guardiola dreams of having Dani Olmo at Manchester City, and he is not for sale. But things could change if City offer huge money. Now, here's the thing. The reason why Man City and Guardiola are looking at a player like Dani Olmo is because this is a direct response to them not being able to sign Musiala nor Florian Wirtz. Last year around this time, Man City wanted to bring in Musiala to reinforce the number 10 position. They knew that Kevin De Bruyne was getting older and older, and they needed somebody who was younger and somebody who can provide the exact same type of key assist or final third passes, etc., etc. This summer, or in the time that we're in right now, on May 13th, Man City have been wanting Florian Wirtz from Bayer Leverkusen after they couldn't get Musiala, and Musiala extended his contract with Bayern Munich, but it has been unsuccessful. If anything, Florian Wirtz has been very much in tune with trying to get through Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich want Florian Wirtz, and Florian Wirtz is okay with joining Bayern Munich. And Man City are trying very hard to make sure that the number 10 position is covered in some way, because right now, Kevin De Bruyne is not going to be renewing with Man City. They know that they're going to be missing a massive hole in the middle. And so, looking at somebody like Florian Wirtz, they're going to be trying extremely hard. Christian Falk also claimed that Manchester City are currently trying to hijack Bayern Munich's deal with Florian Wirtz. Man City have made an offer to Bayer Leverkusen, and Manchester City want to try now that Florian Wirtz withdraws his commitment to Bayern Munich. Pep Guardiola wants Florian Wirtz as a successor to Kevin De Bruyne and nothing more. Now, once again, right now, Man City are looking to bring in Florian Wirtz. They're going to try their hardest. But if it does not work out, Dani Olmo is going to be the second option. So keep in mind that Man City are looking at multiple replacements. It's not just Dani Olmo, and it's also not just Florian Wirtz. They're also looking at Gibbs White from Nottingham Forest. They're looking at Bruno from Newcastle. They're looking at Charles from Atlanta, and some other alternatives. They might turn to Phil Foden if things don't turn out well for them and they cannot sign anybody, and they'll just use Phil Foden as the number 10. But yeah, Man City are in desperate need of a new number 10. A new central attacking midfielder. So it's insane to hear about this, because if Man City are truly that desperate, could that mean that Man City could offer us a huge amount of cash for Dani Olmo if it does not work out between Florian Wirtz and Man City? We'll talk about that, right? But let's talk about Dani Olmo's performance with FC Barcelona in his first season, because I think that is going to help us understand on what decisions we could make in the future if Man City come in with a very strong offer for Dani Olmo. So Barcelona did sign Dani Olmo from RB Leipzig for 55 million euros. Okay, and he missed the opening 2 La Liga matches due to registration issues, and there was a lot of salary cap limitations. He also went through multiple injuries, a lot of delays, and Hansi Flick continued to try and push Dani Olmo into the starting 11, even though there was a lot of obstacles in the way. And I think that so far in this season that he has had with Barcelona, he was decent. I'm not going to say that he was exceptional. I'm not going to say that he was world class, but he was decent. In 22 matches in La Liga, he scored 9 goals and provided 3 assists. In the Champions League, 9 matches played, 2 goals and 1 assist. In the Copa del Rey, he played 4 matches and provided 2 assists. In the Supercopa de España, 1 game played, but he provided nothing. So in total, 36 matches played, 11 goals and 6 assists. Now, in those 36 matches, he has played in 1,826 minutes. So it's pretty good. It's really not that bad. As an attacking midfielder, and for his first season, he did okay. He also sometimes played as a left winger. Like, I think he played on the left wing for a total of 2 matches. He also played as a false 9 and also as a center forward in 1 match. And occasionally, I would just say that he was in deeper roles, sometimes playing as a central midfielder, very much in the exact same areas of Pedri. But mostly, and his primary role was to play as a attacking midfielder. In terms of his key performances, One of his best matches was in the match against Rayo Vallecano on August 27th, where he scored the winning goal for a 2-1 comeback victory. Even Flick stated on that exact same day, right, that, Dani Olmo was the key difference in the second half. So he came off the bench and scored the winning goal. So it was cool, right? There was another match where he was included in the Catalan derby versus Espanyol on November 3rd, 2024. He scored a brace and led towards Barcelona winning 3-1 in that game. Flick stated he knows how to score goals, and he was very happy with Dani Olmo being back. Another game was in the Champions League semifinal versus Inter Milan on May 6, 2025. He scored the equalizer in the second leg that eventually led towards a 4-3 extra time win. So it was crazy, right? There was also a time where he performed in the group stages against Brest. He was a very much key role in the 3-0 win with strong movements, creativity. He was good. There was also another match in La Liga versus Mallorca on April 22nd, 2025, where he scored the only goal in a 1-0 victory. So he has had some key performances. But here's the thing. We also had other very big matches where Dani Olmo did not perform. We have faced Atletico Madrid like 2 or 3 times. We have faced Real Madrid a total of 4 times. We have faced Inter Milan a total of 2 times. We have faced Benfica a total of 2 times. There has been multiple games, right, where Dani Olmo did not rise up to the occasion in those big matches. Yes, we have just pointed out some key performances that he has had, but if you really think about it, in these games like against Rayo Vallecano, against Espanyol, maybe we can say Inter Milan in one match, but also against Brest and also against Mallorca, in the majority of these games, they were not against big teams. And no disrespect to Rayo Vallecano, Espanyol, Brest, Mallorca. They're great teams, solid teams, and teams who cause us trouble. But at the end of the day, like on paper, these are not big teams. And I think that for a player like Dani Olmo, the fact that he has so much creativity in him, the fact that he's already 26, 27 years old, he is somebody who is expected to perform against big teams and in big matches. But Dani Olmo, if you go look at his ratings against these big teams, on average, he was like averaging 6.7 to 6.9 ratings. And it's just not good enough. No goals, no assists against these big teams. And that's a problem. Now, here's the thing. I want us to keep in mind that even with Rafinha in his first season at Barcelona, he did struggle. He did not give out his best stats. Even though his stats were okay, it could have been much better. I mean, like, look at Rafinha today. Obviously, in that first season, he was struggling. So I think that with all players, when they're coming in for the first time, and especially joining FC Barcelona, we do have to give them some sort of leeway and have a better understanding that, it does take some time. And with Dani Olmo, it's no different. Right? If we give Rafinha time, Dani Olmo should definitely be given some time. I also think that going into the next season, if you guys have not seen my team analysis and who I believe should come in, where players should play, go look at my last video where it's like 33 minutes or something crazy like that. I placed Dani Olmo on the number 9 position because I think that if we want to get the best out of Olmo, he should play in the number 9 position because he can score goals. He has the finesse in his shots. But besides that, I'm not trying to make this video too long. If you guys want to go look at what I said about Dani Olmo, go look at that video. But yeah, going back to this conversation about Dani Olmo's whole season with FC Barcelona. In terms of injury issues, he has had a lot as well. Very unreliable. He has had a muscle injury between September to October 2024, missing early Champions League games. He has had a muscle strain. Back on January 2025, he missed 2 group stage UCL matches. He has had a adductor injury between March through April 2025, missing the Copa del Rey quarterfinal versus Dortmund. And Flick even stated, we paid a really high price for the 3 points after the Osasuna match on March 2025, and Dani Olmo missed it. He should have been there. Flick knew that Olmo should have been there, and so it has really been a journey in terms of his advanced performance metrics to really understand just how efficient he has been. He has a 0.79 goals per 90 minutes, which places him in the 98th percentile. 0.96 goal contributions per 90 minutes, which places him in the 99th percentile. 0.64 non-penalty expected goals per 90 minutes, which places him in the 99th percentile. 2.80 shots per 90 minutes, which averages 1.40 on target, which places him on the 98th percentile. Pass completion rate 82.66%. Key passes, he averages 1.92 passes per 90 minutes. So the efficiency is good, but I do think that his consistency needs to get much better. Like I've said, the impact against big teams, it has not been so great. And I know that Flick praises Dani Olmo like over and over again. He has stated that, he's a big game player, that because of him, Barcelona have had a massive difference in the second half. I understand why Flick is saying this stuff, is because he wants Olmo to reach his best level. I know that deep down, Flick and Olmo are having these conversations behind closed doors, and he's saying, hey, look, we expect much more from you. You have been doing okay, but we want more from you. Look at Rafinha, look at Lewandowski, look at Ferran Torres, look at Yamal for reference. Look at how they have exceeded expectations. You, Olmo, you can do the exact same thing. And I would tell Olmo the exact same thing. I would tell him, like, bro, you can do the exact same thing. You can be much better than this. So I think that even though Olmo has been underwhelming, I don't think that we should sell Olmo at all. If it took Rafinha a season and a half to show his best level, the same thing should be said towards Dani Olmo. Now, here's the thing. If City come in with a very serious offer and they're desperate to find a replacement for Kevin De Bruyne, and they could not bring in Florian Wirtz, they could not bring in Musiala or whoever that they wanted to bring in, and they lost Kevin De Bruyne, and he's off to Inter Miami or wherever, LA Galaxy, whatever, right? If City come in with a huge offer of like 100 million euros or like 110 million euros, then that is where I would say Barcelona should consider, because it would allow us to really sign big time players in this upcoming summer that can be massively effective for us. That is the only way I can see Barcelona considering, and I would even consider. And I think that sportingly, okay, like hear me out here. Sportingly, I think that it's really gonna be okay with having Dani Olmo depart from this club. Like sportingly, it would be okay. And I say that because there's another player waiting behind Dani Olmo, and that is Fermin Lopez. Okay, like for example, right? If we let go of Jules Koundé for 100 million euros, sportingly that is a problem. So I would not let go of Jules Koundé for 100 million euros. Sportingly, that is a huge problem. If we let go of Lamine Yamal for 100 million euros, sportingly, that is a massive problem. If we let go of Pedri for 100 million euros, that is a massive problem. Yes, it benefits us financially. We gain a lot of money, but sportingly, that is a big problem. With Dani Olmo, if we let him go for 100 million euros, sportingly, that is not a problem. And once again, that is because Fermin Lopez is waiting on the other side. Fermin Lopez has had a strong season this season. This is why, like, I would tell you, whether Dani Olmo leaves or not, Fermin Lopez should not leave at all. And go look at what I said about Fermin Lopez in my previous video, where it's like 33 minutes. I spoke about Fermin Lopez, and I said that Fermin Lopez is a player that you do not want to sell. It's a mistake. It would be a mistake to let go of Fermin Lopez at the age of 22 years old. If we look at his stats, right, without making this video too long, I'm trying my best to like not make it like past 18 minutes, because I know that a lot of you guys are saying that, oh, you're making this too long and you're overextending this longer than it should be. I understand. So I'll wrap this up, I promise, very soon. Fermin Lopez in 43 matches has been given 1806 minutes. Okay, 1,806 minutes in 43 matches, meaning that if you just look at the 43 matches alone, you would say, oh yeah, Fermin Lopez plays a lot of minutes. But no, he usually gets subbed in these 43 matches on average, right? That means that on average, knowing that he has played a total of 1,806 minutes in 43 matches, on average, my friends, he has been playing 42 minutes per 90 minutes per match. 42 minutes. It's not a lot of minutes. Fermin Lopez does deserve more, and the fact that in those 42 minutes he can be efficient and score goals and provide assists, that is amazing, because on average, he's putting in 1 goal contribution every 1.3 games. So Fermin Lopez has been efficient. He has been effective. Every time he's on the pitch, he gives out a lot. He performs against the big teams, like against Bayern this season, like against Real Madrid this season, like against Atletico Madrid this season, unlike Dani Olmo. And that is a huge deal, because he's only 22 years old. He just turned 22 years old like 4 or 5 days ago. And you look at his attitude against Real Madrid in that previous Clásico, and how he tried to make it 5-3, and the fact that they took that goal away from him, right? You look at his attitude, how he tried to force that goal. It was an amazing goal. Why would you let go of somebody like Fermin Lopez? He is a big game player. So that is why I do say, I believe that it is okay to let go of Dani Olmo because we have Fermin Lopez and also Gavi to compete for those positions, and they have been phenomenal. But in order for us to let go of Dani Olmo, it has to be justifiable as well financially. We let go of him for 100 million euros or more, that is fine. If City are that serious and they want to bring in Olmo for that amount of money and that amount of cash, okay, then fine. But it would also not hurt to keep Dani Olmo, like I said, because time heals everything. So in the end, I do see this as a win-win situation for FC Barcelona, whether we sell him or we don't, because we have to sell him at a high price. We brought him in for 55. If we can sell him for 100 million euros, that's like a 55 million euro profit that we make, and everything is paid for. All the funds that we paid for Dani Olmo is paid for. So in the end, let me know in the comment sections down below. What do you think about this potential move of Olmo moving to Manchester City? Would you guys let him leave, or do you guys want to see him have more time at FC Barcelona to truly show what he can bring to this club, just like Rafinha did after a season and a half? That is it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.